Are we rolling? We're good?
Yeah, that's all making it, too.
All right, welcome back to the Botchpod.
The Botchpod. The Botchpod.
The Botchpod, the worst podcast in the world.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, I'm good whenever.
All right. Welcome back to the Botchpod, the worst podcast in the world. Today we have Donny Alberts.
How we doing? How we
Thanks for
fucking
coming
doing,
on,
fellas?
bro?
I made it.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
It was a
Let's
little
get one of these in
debacle,
my
but we-
system, huh?
It was a little debacle, but we made it here. We made
Little
it.
debacle.
Oh my God, the city of Buffalo didn't want me to be on this podcast.
No, they didn't want
Construction.
us either. Yeah, this construction outside the office here is fucking bad. It's not good.
Not ideal.
But once again, we're moving soon.
We are, yes. November, you guys will start seeing a different setup. We don't even know what it's going to look like yet, but
No, it's going to be fucked.
It'll be different though.
it'll be fucked at first, but then
It'll be so fucked. Everything we do is
we're
fucked,
gonna
dude.
we're gonna start playing with it, but
It's bad.
That's part of the beauty of it though, right? Like it's gotta be.
Because no one knows it's fucked. They just like, they're like, they did
Well,
a good
they
job.
do. They do.
Sometimes. Yeah. What was our slogan in the beginning? Your expectations are low, but our quality's even lower.
yes.
Yeah, so we fucking nailed that. We're still going though.
That
What
was
is it?
just a slogan in the beginning. You didn't
I
ride
mean,
that one.
it's on a banner.
Now it's more so like just the worst podcast
Yeah,
in the
we
world.
because we fuck everything up. We haven't lost many episodes though.
No,
What do you mean by lost?
Like sometimes the audio isn't working or there's glitches.
okay.
yeah.
And we lost one with a Bills player. It was fucking,
Oh
it was
fuck!
the worst. It was the worst one.
The Lord
Literally,
knows you got like the shitty one with like Sandra down the block.
No shit, no. And then what was the other one too? Trey. He's like one of the head guys at Blazy Susan. And he fucking dropped that. Fucking hell.
Blazy Trey. We had shout out Blazy Trey, and then we had Ryan Vandermark on from the Bills, and we lost the audio for that somehow.
He's always fucking everything up.
Man.
But yeah, so
Happens. Might happen to this one. We don't know yet.
Hopefully it does. You know?
we're not even like 3 minutes and he's like, dude, honestly, this should get uploaded. Fuck.
Fuck, how much more time we got?
These hats are out now though, right? It's a quick plug.
These are
It's a sponsor.
Yes, these are live. Buffalo-af.com.
They didn't get me one.
No,
we didn't.
unfortunately, I didn't even think about it.
I was barely thinking about coming here tonight.
You're in fucking
I
rough
got me
shape.
one of these though. One of these crisp bad boys.
How is it?
So great.
You're smiling like the guy on it.
Oh man.
Is it actually so great?
Just call him a monkey.
I don't know. It's a banana beer seltzer. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore.
Is it good?
It's great.
You like it?
No.
Actually?
I'm gonna drink all of it and I'm gonna like it.
And he's gonna have another one. Not banana. Don't go banana.
Dude, I didn't
I'm
even
not a
look.
huge
I didn't
fan.
even know there were flavors. I just grabbed one. I'm like, oh, this is banana.
Yeah, it's
Let's go on a journey with this banana one.
got an ape on the side.
Did they all have apes or is it like
No, just a banana. For some reason.
Yeah. Mine
well banana apes like bananas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right, so let's talk about it. See, this is what I mean. Everything's fucked. The worst podcast in the world.
Yup. Glad to be a part of it. Got too many liquids.
I said I was going to quit drinking for a little bit. Didn't work. But
didn't happen.
Did you make it far at all?
A few days.
4 days.
4 days.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's really good for you.
It's huge.
That's
for
really
me.
good.
Stop. When's the last time you did that? When's the last time you did that?
To be like this is gonna come
This is what I wanted to
this is
hear.
gonna come to a surprise to a lot of people because like I bartend and I'm like always behind a bar somewhere, but like in my free time, like I don't know if it's because that's what I do for work that like it's not that appealing outside of it, but like I smoke weed. Like
Yeah.
I would much rather be high than like just like feeling gross. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I mean Bills games. Those don't even count. Like
No.
I'm gonna drink for a Bills game, especially if I'm tailgating or something, or if I'm God forbid if I'm at the game, like
It's over.
doesn't count.
No, yeah, I agree with you, but we're just starting the season.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. The problem with us, we just do so much that involves drinking sometimes, like either events or like we always drink on the podcast. And then there's just like other things. I don't know. I can't tell you how many times we've had it ruined, or I've had my tolerance break, or I don't know if I can call it a tolerance break. My break ruined because one of the guests brings a bottle or something, and I have to take shots. And you're just getting right back into it. But just like events and shit, everything includes beer.
we started this podcast though, like with the intentions of
Drinking every episode.
Let's find a reason to drink during weekdays.
I gotta figure out a way to make money off of this.
Yeah. So I mean, we drink a lot.
So
I've never smoked.
Oh, really?
Never.
You will do it.
that's what I tell them.
You ever think about maybe doing it?
What was the time you said?
So I told you, I've probably said it on here before, but like Benny has said he's gonna come on here multiple times, and we just can't find the time to like fucking figure it out.
You guys can't find the time?
No, he can't.
You know that song? Okay.
Yeah, like we just can't like match
so
up
many
time.
times, yeah.
So many times. Like we have something planned and then it just falls through.
We've had like every member of BSF, and it's just like, come on, Benny, we just need to complete the
Like
saga.
obviously Benny comes in here, he's gonna fucking light a blunt, right? And I said if he passes a blunt to me, that will be the first time I smoke.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the only way I'm gonna
Then he's gonna
smoke.
get
I've
fucking.
never smoked.
Then he's gonna get goofy on the pod.
That's like the smaller scale of like Snoop. Like you ever see that clip of like that security guard? He's like trying to do his job, and Snoop's like smoking a blunt next to him, like going on to perform, and he like motions over to him, and like the guard doesn't want to do it, and then he's like realizes what the fuck is happening. Like, Snoop Dogg's offering you a blunt, you take it. Like I don't care if like you're on your deathbord, you're a nun, like you got to take that. I don't care what you have to do for the rest of the day. So he took
put
it.
you on your ass too.
Oh, Lord knows, Lord
Whenever
knows.
he's smoking.
Fuck. Oh my god, no! But I haven't had butcher's breath, so that's what they smoke, right? I haven't had that.
Yeah, probably. I
don't
know.
Who's like the most famous person you smoked with, or hit off the same,
Most famous,
or like
person
most
I smoked
recognized, like one like you would tell that story. That security guard would tell that story. He would.
I
tell
don't have
that
any story like that. I'll tell you that.
No,
I don't think I've smoked with anyone famous, to be honest. Technically, I don't know if you guys would even know who he is, but Dizzy Wright.
Oh fuck yeah, I know.
You know Dizzy Wright? Okay, so I opened for him in like 2019.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure we were at one point a part of the same blunt. Wasn't smoking with him though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
but
just
it's the
sort of
same
like,
blunt.
like we made out vicariously through the paper.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think. So that would probably be my best bet. Same Palmer Squares. I don't know if you know those guys, but like they came to where were we? The Showplace Theater, Ironworks, something like that. This is years ago, but we gave them some blunts when they came in. We opened for them, and it was a good time. But yeah, I haven't smoked with too many famous people. I don't know.
All right, no, I haven't either. No. I got one, but I don't even know if I should say it on the pod.
Why not?
If you're already thinking you shouldn't,
don't do it.
no, probably not.
No, okay. So speaking on that, okay. So rapping, Dizzy Wright, you bring that up. Your style is kind of like comparable to the Dizzy. I don't know what to call that. It's not like a.
You think so?
Like what? Yeah, because I was listening to you on the way here, and I'm like, it's almost like a Dizzy Wright, Chris Webby.
I get Chris Webby a lot.
Kinda.
I've gotten Chris Webby before I was even like decent at rapping.
Really?
That people were saying Chris Webby, which is no shade to Chris Webby, but like that's like I've been getting. It.
I want to throw this in there though. Like I've seen you perform before.
Yeah.
And
where?
I think it was
Rats
at Rats
last year.
At
Okay.
Rats.
Okay. Those shows are always fun. So
Yeah, and like I don't even know Chris Webby, but I've heard his music. I don't enjoy Chris Webby's music, but I actually enjoyed your live performance.
nice.
So
Love
like
hearing that.
I'm not like a big proponent of saying like you are exactly like Chris Webby, but
But
No,
no,
I'm
it's
not
just a
saying that.
comparison. I mean, obviously, I get the Eminem, I get Logic, I get Lil Dicky.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
pick a white guy.
Yeah.
Right? That's where we're at. But the Chris Webby one, I can understand to a certain degree. To your point, the Dizzy Wright thing, I think it's more of just like, 'cause, I mean, he does he'll rap about like weed a lot more than obviously I smoke weed. I'll mention it here and there, but like he does it a lot. But I think the similarity there is that it's like just conscious rap. It's like there's actual words being filled
That's what
in.
it-
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
essentially.
It's just like you can listen to it and you're like, oh wait, he just actually said something.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it's
no.
not just all filler.
Yes, 100%.
But no, Dizzy Wright. I've been listening to Dizzy Wright since like middle school. He was like, well, he's still on Funk Volume. Hobson was still on Funk Volume at the same time. I'm missing a couple guys.
Swizz Bees, or Swizz, whatever.
Swizz, yeah. He always had the black contacts in. Yep. Those were my guys. Like that's who I came up on, along with like Palmer Squares, Motion Twist, things like that. I had a real big TI phase. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that was about, dude. That was like real early days. Like the first CD I ever had in my car. Like I just like beater car. It was like my sister's first car was also my first car. She's 10 years older than me.
Right.
So like do the math on what I was. I mean, it was a nice first car. Don't get me wrong, but it like no Bluetooth, no aux cord or anything. So I was just popping CDs in that bad boy.
Yeah.
It was like TI, like one of his, not even like a good album either. Like just whatever TI album I could find.
Gotcha.
So that was what I was driving around.
TI. See, that's where you start to make like the switch. I get. Because like the reason I even say that is because like you said, it's more of like a conscious lyrical rap, and like I mean honestly, everything's so flooded with like all the music is kind of the same, but I mean it's not respectfully the same. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I like that, and I feel like it has its passing and going.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
There's everything comes and goes, and like when I say like I say things that mean things, or like I'm saying real words, like that's not even shade to the mumble rap community or anything like that. It's just like, because I couldn't do what they do, I wouldn't be I wouldn't allow myself to do it. Again, not a negative thing. It's just like that's not how my brain's wired. Like
right.
if they can make a bop, club banger, whatever they want to do, doing it that style, so be it. Play it in the club. My shit will never be played in the club because no one wants to read or like listen to a thesaurus when they're like, they got a girl on their lap. They're not trying to decipher what the fuck I'm talking about when they're trying to, do what they're doing. But,
right.
I'm not making music to get it played in the clubs though. So that's the difference, I guess.
That's, I get it. No, 100%. So like, where did the inspiration come from? And how old were you?
Initially, so when I first started, which I feel like a lot of rappers start this way. It's just like nonsensing with your buddies, freestyling. None of you are good. Like, that's just kind of how it was. My brother, older brother, another, like, let me get this out of the way because I keep bringing up my siblings. All my siblings are at least a decade older than me. I shouldn't be here. We know that. We can get that out of the way, America, okay? So my brother, he was always a musician. He was in like screamo bands, reggae bands, like just pick a genre. He probably did it. And at the time where I was becoming a little more like coherent, like in life, he just happened to be rapping at the time. So there was that part. A couple of my buddies would always rap. So it just sort of happened. And then one day I noticed I was like mildly better than the dudes I was rapping with. Like not the actual rappers I ended up rapping with, but like the kids growing up. I was like, I guess all right, I'll write a verse, see what happens. I'll pick a random beat. It just sort of happened, and I kept growing. It became a thing, like, it was just a hobby. It still is basically just a hobby. And then I accidentally found out that people liked what I was doing. Like, one of my buddies heard a song I had pre-recorded, and he's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, that's me. He's like, I need a little more to go off of than this is me. I'm like, I don't know. I recorded it. I liked it. It's fun to do. He's like, put that out. So like junior year, junior year, high school, something like that. I put out like 3 songs just on like SoundCloud. Like they weren't great. Like no one that puts their first 3 songs on SoundCloud, they're not going to be great. But like people, like their feedback, they're high school kids. High school kids don't know anything. Like the feedback was actually pretty decent. Obviously got some flack, people, talking shit, whatever it is. But I was like, okay, like this was a just for me thing. But if people are going to enjoy it anyway, like I'll just keep pumping it out. It was never like, oh, I want to be a rapper, this is a money grab, blah, blah, blah. I happened to end up making money through it, but that was just kind of like a happy accident. Like this was just sort of like everyone has their vice or their way to release, something like that, and this was just mine. And I found it kind of accidentally, and it just, here I am. It's weird how shit works out sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I get it. With progressing on to now or even coming up, who was it all strictly on you that made like or did you find the beats, make the beats, produce, mix, and everything?
Good question. So initially those SoundCloud ones, like YouTube, whatever, rap, instrumental, blah 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 blah. Pick one you like. Actually, no, it's even worse than that. When those songs got made, I was listening to, and I still do this, but I was listening to just like free Pandora stations, instrumental hip hop, like whatever. And I would just like, I'm from Angola. I went to St. Francis, so like it's a little bit of a drive. So like I would always just throw that on, freestyle on the way to school, whatever the hell. And I would just like one beat would stick or whatever, and then that became a song. So that's how that happened organically out the gate. And then I met my buddy Gabe. He goes by Badfish. He's produced all 3 of my albums that are out. The dude's a machine. He's making beats at all times. He'll be at work, like he works at Buffalo News. So if you guys are missing papers or anything like that, it's because my guy was busy making beats in the back room. Like, but no, I mean he could do anything. Like I said this on the last podcast I was on, oddly enough, but I'll just hit him up and be like, yo, I need a beat with a harp in it and like, I don't know, maybe like a banjo or a triangle or something, but I'm trying to tell a story. Like I just hit him with nonsense. And this dude's like, oh, all right, yeah. And it like sometimes he'll like go and make it how I ask, but like 8 times out of 10, he'll just already have a beat like that because he never stops making beats. So he just like has the checklist for whatever. Like he has multiple computers and none of them run smoothly because he has so many beats on them. Sorry, Gabe, but it's like it is what it is. I love you, but yeah, no, that dude. He so I was part of a group called Mindset. And Gabe was essentially the DJ producer for the whole group. It was me, my brother, this other guy, Frigid Giant, who's now making comic books for a living. He's like extremely talented. But the 3 of us, we would rap on Badfish beats, and then that's kind of how I became like playing shows like regularly. That's kind of how that happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys shoot a music video down here?
We
somewhere
shot
close to here.
We shot. Wait, where the hell are we? Oh yeah, we did. I don't know if it's still even in existence, but
I want to say it was on a monument. Were you sitting on like a?
I know exactly what you're talking.
I feel like it's out front here.
If you YouTube "Goddamn,"
I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold
if you YouTube "Goddamn" by Mindset, let me know what comes up. There was a mild debacle with the beat, so I don't know if it still exists.
Oh, okay. What am I looking up?
Mindset, "Goddamn." Just let me know what comes up. Because that was shot right around here. I love that you know that because I didn't.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right
in the park.
Yeah, it's in the
right. Yeah.
I just don't want to give away where we are. Look at.
Yeah, that's old.
Oh yeah, that's right here.
Yeah, that was probably like what 2019.
Yeah, 3 years ago. I was gonna say I remember watching it and I'm like getting flashbacks here. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I remember that. That was fucking.
Yeah, we there's a couple videos out there. So Mindset, Mindset initially started as just like a hip hop collective. It was my brother, 2 other guys back in like 2011. Like it started as just like those 3 fucking around, smoking a bunch of weed, making quick videos, whatever. And then a couple other rappers like kind of latched on, like in a good way. And then it became a collective of like whoever wants to rep Mindset can. And that happened for a while, and then it became, like I just mentioned, it was me, Frigid, my brother, who MCKP, and then Badfish, the 4 of us. It was more, Mindset became just like the group, the 4 of us as a group, like doing shows, stuff like that. We put out an album on SoundCloud. This was years and years ago. And then we had like a 12-song album, like basically done. This was like right before COVID hit. And then the group just like split. Difference of opinions, blah, 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 blah. We're all assholes. We're all idiots. Like shit happens. That's kind of where, so all those songs, like 1 or 2 of them made it through the wire and one of us happened to put it out, you know, but like most of those songs are just like gone forever. Like we're all like good with each other now. Like there was no real, like there was no fist fights or anything, but like Mindset broke up like right as COVID hit, which sucks as we were just starting to open for like real, like, not Drake and shit, but like bigger than what we had been doing. We were playing 5-6 shows a month basically for a little bit there, for a good stretch actually. But unfortunately that happened. So then that's when I started putting out more solo stuff. So like if you look at when like discography, it sounds wrong.
Discography.
I don't think I've ever said it out loud.
Discography.
You
sure about that?
You're
positive about that?
Discography.
I'll sign off on that.
Discography. Just doesn't sound
like good. Discography. No. Okay, all right. Jesus.
This cock.
Anyway, what the fuck was I even? We're talking about this cock now. What was I talking about?
Your discography.
Oh, like my first album came out like 2019, and that's like a direct result of Mindset also breaking up like late 2019. I think those two line up like that. But I mean, one door closes, another door opens. So it is what it is.
So was that something you were already working on, that album, by yourself, or did that just happen because of the breakup?
I had a handful of like solo stuff in the works already with Gabe Badfish. But I was at that time focusing more on Mindset stuff because that's what we were doing live. 9 times out of I had played solo shows or my own set before Kyle, my brother, or whatever the hell. But initially that was lost what I was saying. Mindset is what we were doing live. So I was making sure that my verse was set for the song with the other two guys, because if I'm dragging my feet, the whole song stops for all 4 of us. So that's kind of where my attention was for most of that. And then once they broke up, I was like, okay, I happen to just have like 2, 3, 4 random solo songs. I tweaked them, made them sound proper, and wrote a few new ones, and then ended up putting those out as my own thing. Luckily, thank God I did that. Here I am. But
definitely.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's a tornado of events.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's been fun though.
Yeah,
it sounds like a nightmare, but it's been a great ride.
So what was like your biggest show you've ever done or opened, or just like most amount of people, or what your best experience? I don't know if I say best experience because that could be like 10 people, you know what I mean?
But, sure. I was going to say best experience is not, they don't line up with the biggest often.
So give me both.
I'll give you my worst experience out
the
the
like
gate.
That too, yeah.
Any show at Milky's.
Where is that?
Don't worry about it. Sorry for those Milky's fans out there.
It doesn't sound like a great spot to be at.
Like,
Milky's.
okay, for example, like, and again, I'm sorry if anyone's taking offense to this, but like you don't make music, you could get a show at Milky's by Sunday. We film this on a Friday.
We should make that happen. We should make it happen.
Like,
you and me.
It just is what it is. Like, I've had some good shows there. It's a good time if the right people show up. But that place, and then there's you wear Stamps.
Yeah, I know where Stamps. That's in Tonawanda, yeah.
Dude.
Stamps. I went to a show at Stamps.
I don't know
once.
where that is.
Yeah, I went to a show at Stamps once. Oh man, that place. That's a place with all the records on the wall, right?
It's been
on the stage,
like half a decade. Who the fuck? It's been like 5 years. Who the fuck says that? It's been a minute since I've performed at Stamps. I think I was only there once, and I'm like, no. The repeat offenders at Stamps, like, I don't get how they just try. Just try to go somewhere else. It's basically just karaoke when they play shows there.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other can of worms I don't even want to get into, but like rappers rapping over backing tracks.
Oh yeah, that's
and
brutal.
Like if you have a backing track for your hook and like ad libs or just like hypes, different, like, so be it. Like, it's a whole like encompassing show experience for people listening. But like if you're straight rapping over your verse, that is called karaoke. You are not performing for anyone. Like, you're no different than the 19-year-old girl that goes to Rec Room on Thursday night singing Carrie Underwood. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm talking to you. You know who you are.
He's addressing them too. He's looking straight.
The funny thing is, I have no one in mind when I'm saying this, but I know someone's gonna get pissed.
Oh, there's plenty of people. I can think of plenty of people right now.
Yeah.
Like, just like if it's your art, like, you do it. Like, just do it. And if you can't do it, physically can't do it, then that means you need to write differently. You need to address how the song is being made differently. Do you
I feel like you almost just fell out of your chair? No.
Do you think you did that quiet? What just happened?
He just kind of
tried, but it didn't work out.
I thought he
too
fell
well.
out of his chair. I didn't know what was happening. And then I realized when you came up with a can.
I was trying, but it didn't happen.
You want another one?
Yeah, let me get something that's not a banana. To be fair, though, that wasn't that bad. For a banana seltzer or whatever.
Banana seltzer's a crazy fucking...
Wild cherry.
Nice.
Pineapple?
Pineapple?
I don't think there is.
Wild cherry's not bad.
We just grabbed whatever was left in that
We
fucking
did, yeah.
fatty cooler, and we just said, hey,
You
rack
ravaged
these
that
up
cooler.
for us.
What are you gonna do?
Oh my god. You got a cold. I got a fucking fucked up throat.
I
He's
do
got
have
a
a
good
cold.
voice here. Like
I
you
have
run
a
the
little
pod.
bit of a cold.
Fuck, we're fucked.
He's
we're
got
fucked.
a fucking good voice. Dude.
Well, you're at least like I feel like I don't have my full voice today.
Me either.
I'm running on like 200 minutes of sleep, but
Fucking love it.
happy to be here.
It's good
Damn.
though. He's gonna keep it going all night.
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
I've been up since 3 a.m.
What are the plans for tonight? Like you gonna
Tonight?
Yeah, like you gonna keep it going, or you gonna go home and go to sleep?
Oh no, I don't do that.
I don't go to sleep.
You don't go out?
No, go to sleep. Anyone that knows me, like I've somehow an early bird and a night owl because it just continues. And I don't do it like for sure. There's been some intentional times, but like I just like I'll lay in bed for like 9 hours, just watch nonsense on YouTube. Like me downloading the YouTube app onto my Roku in my bedroom is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Like it was bad enough when I was on my phone, like when I would like in the bathroom or something like that. I'm just watching the shorts or the reels or whatever. I can't keep up with the terminology, but. Dude, YouTube app on Roku, like that's the only app I'm using now. Like I can't believe I'm paying for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to me? Dude?
No, dude, you cancel every other subscription. All you need is YouTube.
What do you watch on YouTube?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what do we
doesn't matter. Like it doesn't.
The Roman Empire.
like, what's your go-to? Like, what? Like, you lay down in bed. Like, what's your go-to?
Well, lately, just because it just came out, I've been on that Ahsoka nonsense, new Star Wars show that came out. But that's just like because it just came out. Like I don't really. I'll watch.
I'm saying like a creator, like a not like YouTube
YouTuber.
Premium show, but like a creator that like Danny Duncan or Nelk Boys.
See,
or
I don't
something.
really like
You
go
watching
for
like
that.
documentary type
Like
stuff?
I have, but like even like I'm subscribed to the Bills for whatever. Like I'll watch every single video that they post. like even like the 90-second Mitch Morse talking about the matchup with Chase, like whatever. Like I don't care. Like I'm watching every single thing.
That was oddly specific too. You know he watched
It's like,
that.
dude, literally
Did you
last
see?
night.
Did you see when Jordan Poyer gave those home opener tickets?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't say this out loud.
I'm not saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. These,
Jordan
What
Poyer.
is this?
Jordan
it's not on
Poyer.
YouTube, dude. That's on the Bills.
Oh, it is.
Website, yeah.
Oh fuck. All right.
We'll tell you after the pod. We can't
Fuck
can't
that.
talk about it
Sorry.
on that. Just because it's stupid shit.
We'll
I don't know
tell
why
you
you
after.
even brought that up.
I thought it was on YouTube for some reason.
I know, so did I. But,
I don't even know why you. I'm,
no, but
All right. So what'd you give me here? Wild cherry.
sweet starts.
Oh, one of these.
Oh my god, we're going for it. Let's go. Cheers. It was like the painful grunt. Like I don't want to do this, but I love
Why'd you
it
make that noise?
because it was more of like a. I'm happy, but I'm not happy at the same time.
This one's not bad. I think I like the banana more though.
Yeah, wild cherries are alright.
I think
They have a distinct taste.
it's
like
better.
it's a seltzer, but
I
it's
think
not
grape's
bubbly.
my favorite, honestly.
I don't like.
I'm
grape.
a slut for grape. Anything.
Damn.
Damn, there's no grape.
They didn't have any.
Fatty.
Yeah.
Fuck. Get
I'll
your shit
make
together.
it. I'll make it through.
You'll make it through.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'll
So
persevere.
You're gonna survive. No, but I mean, they're like watered down alcohol drinks.
Yeah, I don't understand these. I
It's-
still don't get them.
No, I don't either. But like, there's something in them that makes them not like really allowed to sell in certain stores or something. Because like,
No, they are. It's just distributors are only allowed to sell certain things to certain places.
oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then. I'm on.
So I was watching through just like your Instagram. I was scrolling, like looking at past guests. Like I didn't know.
And you still wanted to come on? Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I didn't know the last one. Like no shade or anything. Like I barely pay attention to what I do. So like
No,
if I don't know
believe-
someone, it's just because
believe
I
me.
suck.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like if you guys just like take the questions you have asking
we
past
asking?
guests.
Who are we
I
asking
don't.
questions
I'm not even talking anything specific. Just like give me like the
Like,
different
what kind
slate of questions.
Like, what kind of question do you want? Oh, believe me, I'm ramping up here. I had to get over the basics here. But what questions specifically? Like I
I
don't
had
know.
nothing
like,
in mind.
Like give me a question. What you thought?
I just thought it'd be hysterical. Like I meant to say this to you before, but like just whatever. Like you told me, no questions for me were planned out. Whatever comes to
I
mind.
know what
Fine.
he's thinking. What's the craziest DM you've ever?
No, he's not what he's thinking. There's no way.
The
that's
craziest DM I've ever
Yeah.
got.
That's like a typical question if we have like a OnlyFans girl on or something.
He was talking about
Well, give
the
me
last
time.
guest we had on.
We're not talking about Abby. What did we even ask Abby last time? What made the cut?
I don't know.
But no, they have much more fans overseas than here. But they are doing their like technically debut album like coming out this winter. So they had like 3 singles planned ahead of them. One of which I'm on. I don't know if can I say that yet? Sorry guys. But they were doing a music video for the 3 singles, and they happened to just do that one last Sunday. And they were doing a video about some guy shows up to a party with this girl. She gets pissed at him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like in that video. I'm in every shot in the back, just passed out. Like bucket hat over my head. I'm holding a bottle of Malort. I never say it right. Just a gross liquor. Don't even look into it.
Malort,
Don't.
yeah, okay.
It's so
I'll take
bad.
your word.
It's like just like gross burning tires. That's awful. But so I'm like holding that in a paper bag because like they have to worry about like brand or whatever. Yeah. And so I'm just like in the background of every shot somewhere. Like you gotta find me. And then towards the end, the girl ends up like Spartan kicking the guy into the pool, but I'm in the pool on the raft already. Like I have one sandal on, both socks, like my shorts. Like I'm just like soaking wet. There's pizza on my chest. Like it was a fun shoot. The funny thing is I was actually hungover, so like
so it just fit the
I
mold.
chose that role because I didn't feel like doing anything. So I was just like, yo, can I just like lay in different spots? They're like, yeah, dude, that'd be great. I'm like sick. So that video, I don't know when, probably. What did they say? September. They're doing 3 singles, October, November, December. Is that right? One of those 3 months it'll be out. But,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun though.
Sick.
Well, now how was the process of filming like a music video like that? Like, have you ever experienced the way you just explained it for different sets and different scenes like that? Like, is it? Have you ever experienced anything like that? Because we experienced one, and it was just like, oh my god.
Music videos are tough, dude. Like they're a lot of fun, but they're stressful. Like if you can't get everyone on the same page, it's like exhausting.
Very repetitive, I feel like.
That too. And like one of my biggest, like, I don't know if pet peeve is the right word, but like having like okay. So like when you're filming a video, if you're inviting people that have never been in a music video before, it's just the most awkward thing in the world because they don't realize that like you're not actually having like you're having a good time, but you're like not actually partying, having fun that whole time like the video would show when it's done.
Yeah.
Like you need to watch me lip sync to my own music 14 fucking times in a row
in one shot.
For one shot, and then we move to the next spot. I change outfits, go to the next spot. Like it's a pain in the ass if like even people that know about that process and like do music videos all the time like all right, like if it's not your video, like you're gonna be relatively annoyed the entire time, but you have to show up on camera like you're having the best time of your life.
Yeah.
So music videos are interesting. They're tough. They're fun to shoot for like the first 45 minutes, and then the next like 2 hours are just
brutal.
Just hell. And that's being generous. Like I've shot music videos that take multiple days.
I feel like it's good to have like one like kind of party scene, and then the rest are just kind of solo scenes.
Yeah, that's a good way.
But then again, even like the worst part, if it's all on the same day, like the actors are all behind the camera and just like watching and listening to the same song over and over.
It doesn't have to be in the same place.
When we did the Heme video,
oh my god,
we made it for like 3 seconds in this video. We stood around for like 3.5 hours, just because like it was supposed to be a certain video.
And you were only in it that long?
Yeah. So it was supposed to be a certain video. We were supposed to be like genuine, like fuck up, like undercover cops or something, and actors. Yeah. And then like last second they switched it
outside.
around.
It was raining outside, so they switched it up.
They literally switched the song too. They switched the song.
Who picked you two for undercover cops?
Well,
you don't think we can pull it off?
Well, I mean, he's got the glass.
He had the aviators on, sat in a car.
We're
supposed to die at the end too.
So it was early in the day. They were like, "Yo, we need you as like an undercover cop," and they had fucking Nick there too. And I was like, "All right, perfect, whatever. Just let me know when."
Let me know.
It's so fun.
And then it started. It was
downpouring
all day. And they're like, "Yo, we can't film outside, but we still want you to come. We'll figure something out." I'm like, all right. So then we came, and
They switched the whole ass song. The whole ass
fucking premise.
Everything.
So we
Like they
went from-
actually legitimately changed the song.
The song was
don't
like a
think they
smoking. The
changed-
song was a smoking weed song, and they did it inside of the dispensary.
Yeah, that was the whole plan.
There's no aggression. Oh, there was.
That
Oh,
was the
okay,
whole plan.
okay.
They didn't switch the song.
Okay,
No,
okay.
they were
I just
trying
I didn't
to.
think that.
So
Okay.
they were trying to have undercover cops outside the dispensary or whatever, and I was going to be one of them, and he was going to be one of them, and then eventually they were like, it's pouring outside. Let's just make you guys like customers. So he was like,
Cops don't exist if it's raining.
I know.
it's just the camera.
But
He
if
was
you
a
were gonna
camera
be,
guy.
They
I
had
get
big
that. But
ass
if,
cameras
if you were
and, like,
outside
lights.
anyway, like if they shot you as customers, were you still outside?
No, we were inside the whole time.
Oh, okay.
There was no
We were-
air
we were
conditioning.
inside.
It was hot. It
yeah.
was-
So basically, his big ass security guard, probably 6'6", fucking 330.
You ever been to Good Times Dispensary on the res? It's right behind Cat Res.
No, I go right to dispensary and hydroponics, Old Lake Shore.
Yeah, I know. What you're talking about. Yeah. So this one place. This place. They have like this one big ass security guard, and he was there.
Big as hell.
Oh, he's so big. Like, he could play in the NFL.
Yeah,
Easy.
he's like bigger than Dion.
He's huge. He's massive. And he picked him up.
You talking about
Just slammed him.
Brave? You know Brave?
I know who Brave is. No, it wasn't Brave. It wasn't Brave. No. This guy's probably like mid-30s.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Huge, dude. Big boy. A full security vest on. He looked like the cop.
I was pressing him before too.
You know, you were. Hey, you're fucking with him.
I was like, "What do you think? You're tough,
Tough guy.
big guy in here,
Big tough guy.
security guard." Oh.
Fucking guy was big and tough, too.
Yeah, he fucking slammed me into a door.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He gave me a deal there next time when I went the next time, though.
I did.
Yeah, so I got to try and go back there when I know he's there.
Shout out Good Times.
True.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. They're not watching this podcast.
What is
Haven't been
that?
there since then.
That's a good point.
You know, like,
Say what you want. You know, they're not
Shout
going to
out
see
Good
it.
Times.
Well, have you ever been to Cat Res?
Yes.
So it's same thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they Cat Res owns it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think-
really? Okay.
Yeah. And so it's like right behind.
I grew up like 600 feet from Cat Res, basically. Like,
yeah, right.
like right around that little corner like on the water.
Where'd you go to high school?
St. Francis. But like I'm from Angola,
okay.
like organically. Like I just always went to private school. So
You
there
guys
was-
went to high
Him
school.
and I went to high school together. Yeah.
Did you graduate same year?
Same year.
Same year.
Same year.
Shit.
Fucking high school,
I
dude.
didn't even know that.
The fuck.
I barely knew that.
I don't.
That's a lie.
Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember like the first 2 years of high school. I remember junior and senior year, kinda.
You know what's weird is
I
I,
don't- it's
remember
blackout.
more about those first 2 years. I
Really?
think. Yeah, because I still had like hope for my life.
I'm like, you said that, and I'm like, who's Hope? I'm like, who is that? Do I know who Hope is?
No, like just hope for my existence, really. Like by junior year, I was,
You don't have hope anymore.
for what? You know what I mean? I'm almost dead. Like,
I know shit. What the fuck is happening,
Being
man?
a guy is tough, man.
Oh, it's so tough. We
I
have
don't-
fucking
I'm
broads
not
on
trying to
here.
get deep here, but
No,
being a
fuck
guy
it.
is tough, man.
What's
Why?
your opinion on OnlyFans?
what is that? Like,
What's your opinion on it? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing? Have you ever subscribed to one?
good for who?
Have you ever subscribed to one?
No.
It's not good for men.
And do you think it's like a good thing that like it's just like so out there and like it's more of like a normalized thing that all these girls are doing it and then
Basically, what
bringing
he's
young
saying
kids into
is
it?
He's jealous that
so
girls
jealous.
can make so much money off OnlyFans. but
That's a
guys
fair reaction. Like, I guess that's my only real issue with it is like, I can't make, you know what I mean? I don't care how many crunches I do. I'm not going to make what these girls are making.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Hearing some of these girls and they making and shit. Nothing against that. Like
And
good
we've
for
had-
you.
Like, find your hustle. Do it like.
If I were a girl, I'd probably be, my pussy would probably be
We've had a
famous,
bunch.
bro.
We've
Yeah,
had a
dude.
bunch of OnlyFans girls on the pod, and like shout out them. But like,
Love you guys, but
It's-
fuck off.
no, yeah,
love you, but fuck off.
Like, come on, man. It's so easy. You have life on easy mode.
and we've said that. To
We're
them,
out here,
to
like-
their face, like literally while they're on the pod.
Like,
Like,
oh, we don't think so.
yeah. Oh, we go
Guys have
outside
always
at
had
night
their-
and we're scared.
Guys have always
Get a
had their
fucking
life.
gun.
Yeah. Like,
Well, the problem is that like easy mode, like in that realm for sure, but like the tips and like whatever they're getting paid on that site through that, like that's obviously but they deal with that outside of that site
Yeah,
in real life,
and
and they're not making money.
That's
from
where I
that.
agree with you on.
So it's like if they're not getting tipped and it's not through a screen, that's just called harassment.
Harassment.
Yeah,
yes,
that's called
yes.
harassment. Which
And I understand.
women, God bless you. I mean,
Oh.
like I'm scared to even be nice to a girl because
Oh my
they'll
God.
take it the wrong way.
I know.
So I just don't talk to them.
Yeah, just like
Right,
just
but
like
like-
you cross
but
the
like-
street.
Here's my thing: if a girl's like scared of being like harassed outside or like whatever, like Olivia and Noel were saying this, like, oh, we got to deal with guys in the parking lot and shit, like whatever, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like, guys have to know how to like defend themselves, right? Like, guys have to.
But they're just so
have
much
to
more
defend
susceptible.
They're like, all right, let's just say you're married, you have a fucking lady. Let's just say, right?
No.
And this
All right,
insane
and you're in a
theoretical,
fucking
I'm married. And
Metaphor.
You're in a back alley. You got your wife with you. Some fucking dude comes up. You're gonna defend her, correct?
Yeah, but we're gonna end up like Bruce Wayne's parents, dog. I'm not defending shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
But
We're gone. We're both gone.
He said Bruce Wayne's parents.
in all seriousness, you feel like you should have the responsibility to do that, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Over her.
Yeah.
Yes. Why don't like females like if you're making that much money?
But money doesn't equate to like
All
power.
right, but like you feel so fucking responsible for yourself. You can't fucking go like you're making $600,000 a month. You can't fucking go grab a gun and defend yourself. What the fuck?
I see the point you're making, and it's not that I disagree with it. I
Go
slightly
take jujitsu
agree-
classes, bitch. I don't care. Like what the fuck?
But bro, like, okay, so for instance, Matt Milano. Let's just say Matt. There's a guy with the size of
What the crazy? Why are we talking about that?
Crazy transition.
There's a guy. No, listen. There's a guy the size of Matt Milano out in the parking lot.
Okay.
What girl is taking him down?
The gun, bitch. That's it.
Valid. Get
That's what I'm saying.
Get a permit.
Get strapped.
I mean,
Get it.
600,000 a month. If that's the theoretical we're running with, like,
Yeah, we're talking half.
even
a
if you
million.
got 100 a month, no way.
$500,000 a month.
None of the
That's
girls
what
we
they
had
were
on.
talking on the pod.
They know somebody. If you're clearing six figures
Half
a
a
month,
million.
yeah.
They
buy an
know
Iron
someone
Man
$500,000
suit
a
at that
month.
point. Like, fucking build an Iron Man suit if you're making that money.
Hire security. At that
You
point.
won't get harassed again.
Yeah, facts.
Hire security.
Yeah, honestly.
$500,000 a month. Hire security.
Yeah, but no, I
Everywhere
do
you go.
feel bad for girls. You know, like I get that. Like I don't know what it feels like to go out there and get catcalled. There were two girls walking in front of us when we were going to get these booze, and people were catcalling them. I'm like, damn, that sucks for them.
This guy right here?
No, two dudes sitting on the corner. Maybe him.
Oh, I thought you meant he was getting catcalled.
Oh no.
Okay.
Two women in front of us.
Well, don't say it like that. No, that definitely didn't fucking happen. I mean,
You know, it might happen once in a while.
Definitely.
Have you ever gotten catcalled?
Have I ever gotten catcalled?
Have you ever
have.
get-
I have.
You
It's
definitely
weird.
have.
What do
Come
you mean
on,
I definitely
I don't know.
have?
You're fucking definitely better looking than both of us. You just carry. You're just better swagger. Look at you. You're
Wait,
taller.
wait. Pause.
How tall are you?
Pause before you said both of us. Did we look like? Do we look like we could be brothers?
it's just the like.
It's a fucking
Just a
beard.
beard and
Like
a hat.
it's just, yeah,
right?
you're, like I'm looking at you both right now. I'm like, yeah, you do, but I know you don't actually look alike.
Yeah.
like if you both shave, you take your hats off.
But
like,
he's also knowing me
we
longer.
get that all the time
But-
because
but
we
like,
all
what
work
is-
to be
together.
fair, you don't look anything like how I knew you.
I'll give you that.
At
No,
all,
actually, that's
dude.
so true because who the fuck did I meet the other day? Where were we?
Because you're hot now.
I don't know about that.
I'd fuck you now. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have fucked you in high school. I would
Hey,
fuck you
I
now.
appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, you know who? You know, I don't want to talk names, but they opened
Oh,
a
we're
brewery.
way past
They
that.
opened a brewery
Yep.
down the road, and we were there for Kroom's event, and the bartender's like, he looked at my ID or he looked at my card, and he's like, "That's how I fucking know you." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not that unrecognizable." He's like, "I just don't remember you like this." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll give you that."
It's a compliment. It really is. Like I know I'm
yeah.
making jokes, but you do
No, yeah,
like
yeah. Hey.
you grew up, dude.
Yeah, and what the fuck happened?
You
in
really
the past
grew into
8
yourself,
years?
pal.
Booze. It's the booze.
It's the
making
booze.
you look good.
It's the booze. it helps. Really fucking running this train into people thinking we're alcoholics.
How did we even get to that?
I don't know.
I have been catcalled. The problem
Yes.
with it is, and I'm not saying that dudes are good at it, but like girls are terrible at it because they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
They
You,
don't.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So like even a girl like flirting with you or like trying to hit on you, like I bartend. So like,
Oh, you definitely have gotten catcalled. Oh, you deal with it all the time.
and I'm not saying this to like boost my own ego or anything like that. Like it's nothing like that. But like, and it's not every girl. I'm not trying to categorize them. God, we're walking on eggshells on this one, huh? But
'em.
like girls have like most girls have no game because they don't need it. They've never needed it. So if they're ever like interested in trying to go like us as men, like we would never know that you're interested because you're not. You've never had to show that
That's
you are.
Facts, dude.
You're always just the one that has to say yes.
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 Like allow it to continue. You
Yeah.
never have to like so I don't know, it's a whole thing. I'm also like the bartender, you know, there's a stigma with that. And like I'm just like, yo, I'm just making drinks here. Like I'm clocking out and I'm going straight home.
Yeah.
Like nothing's happening. Like
Right.
we're good here. But no, I always thought that was fascinating. But
No, that's
No,
facts.
it's a fucking good point.
they've
great
never had to need game. Like again, I'm not saying all girls. Like I've met some girls that I'm like, she just straight up rizzed me.
Yeah.
Like she, for lack of a better term, like I got rizzed by this woman. Like fuck, you know what I mean? Well, she knew what she was up to. But then that makes you wonder, like, why is she so good at that? Does she do it all the time because she does it all the time,
Right.
or did she used to have to need the riz?
Yeah. Or is she just that good? Like I
Right.
feel
Do
like
you
that
think-
component.
Do you think girls think that about guys though? Like if a
I
guy
do.
has really good riz,
I
you
do.
think a girl is like,
They
oh,
definitely
he probably
do.
does this all the time.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I feel like a guy's
Have you ever,
riz
like- have you ever, like-
is just like a one-liner that he fucking
you
drops
just gotta
on
be-
Tinder. You know
like,
what I'm
oh my
saying?
God.
Oh, my-
I
like
feel
the
like you gotta
same
be
shit
slightly
he copy and
smooth with it.
paste.
I'm so much smoother in person than on Tinder, but intentionally, Tinder is just so much fun.
Get ignorant on there. It's just
Like
fucking.
I don't know, like I can count on like one hand if I was missing fingers how many times I've like hooked up with a girl from Tinder. You know what I mean? But like, because that's not why I'm even there. Like, it's just sort of like, oh, what's out there? Like, oh, interesting, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I'll shoot them what my go-to, and anyone that knows me to any degree will
Oh, give me it.
fact check. It's not good. It's not good at all. Like,
Oh, I know,
I'll
I know.
I'll hit them with like, yo, would you rather be a dolphin or have a dolphin? The success rate on that is like 80%. Like, I'm not saying it goes anywhere after their initial response.
No, but you get the response.
But like, I don't know if females love aquatic creatures or they like theoreticals or whatever it is. But holy fuck,
you know
do
what
I
it
get-
is? They're used to being like, "Sup, baby," or like shit like that, or "Hey, good looking." Oh my god. I always used to do some ignorant ones,
How much do you weigh soaking wet? Have you ever hit someone with that?
No.
That one's a lot of fun.
Mine
Doesn't
are-
usually go
mine are
well.
pretty bad. Like mine are like really ignorant. I don't even know if I should. Fuck it. It's a Botchpod, right? Who's gonna cancel us? We're uncancelable. Anything we have said so many things on
Okay,
this.
all
Okay,
right, say it.
Here we go. The first one. This got me banned a couple times.
I've never
'Cause
been banned.
We used to
I'll
do
say
this.
that.
We used to do this with just like a group of like 5 friends in college, and just like fuck it, we would all pitch in to buy premium and just match nonstop, and we would just have a fucking hell of a time all night long. Just all right. Number 1, roses or daisies, and then they say one of the two, and then they say roses. Oh great, now I know what to put on the casket after I murder your pussy.
Oh my fucking.
No, the next one's bad. The next one's bad. The success rate on that one, not great. The success rate on this one is slim to none. And I feel like you know what I'm throwing out here. So you match, you hit them with, "Are you a school?" They go, "What?" You go, "Because I'd like to shoot some kids inside of you." That success rate, slim to none. But there's that one
Psycho.
psycho out there that's like, I love it.
That's the thing. That's what I've convinced myself of is like, if I'm hitting them with this bizarre nonsense and like it works on the girl, then that means she's my type. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like if the girl doesn't think it's funny, doesn't reply, then I wouldn't have been interested in her anyway. Like, because like I have a very specific, you know.
Yeah,
and
you have like a charisma to you. You have a
You're looking for the same sense of humor, or you're looking for a psycho.
and it's out there, and they're barely different. A good sense of humor. Oh man, dude! I don't know if you guys recall this, but there was a brief stint on Tinder I think it was, yeah, it had to be Tinder, where you could match in groups.
What the fuck?
This was a thing.
Getting freaky.
This was a thing. So like,
Swindler.
like if you like at the time, like we only did it for like a month because it was just getting out of hand. This was years and years and years ago. But like if me, two of my buddies that we all had Tinder, you could like match, like link each other's profiles and match as a group and only swipe on other groups. So then you would match, and then there's just 6 of you in that chat.
So it's just like
Oh no!
orgy Tinder.
I understand why they got rid of it. Like 100. Like I guess it was probably like initially made for like double dates or whatever. Like
Yeah.
great, super wholesome.
You don't wanna
like,
meet
me and
someone-
yeah, fine.
Yeah.
But then like they I think the problem that they came across is they never should have let it be a group bigger than 2 because
No.
it got so out of hand. And
Oh, I'm sure. Could you imagine you, me? Fuck, who could I?
that is enough right
Yeah,
there.
that's terrible. That right there is a recipe for
you,
disaster.
me, a producer, and
Fuck producer. You, me, and fucking Ethan. Oh, it'd be over. It's done. Like, oh my god, why was that a thing?
bad news.
I don't know.
Who came
like
up
I
with
said,
that?
is from what I understand is it was very brief. Maybe it was longer and I just didn't know about it, but like that was a thing. This is going back like what 27. When did we graduate? 15. Yeah, like 2017, 2018,
Gotcha,
somewhere in that range.
Has the time passed you as fast as it's passed me?
It's I don't know what the fuck because it's like our 10 years coming up.
All the old people always used to say like, "Ew, it goes
And they're
fast."
dead ass correct.
Damn, and
Trust an old person because they've done it already.
they know. I used to
Like
fuck
high
them.
school went fast, college went fast, but then like I feel like after college it just went way faster.
after college. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
like,
happened?
Every year after college just went way faster. Like summer's over already.
I can't even believe it
Like
went
summers when we were kids used to be so long.
so
I felt
long.
like they
Christmas
were-
break used to be long. Then you look back now, it's just like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to think that shit was like a month. You know what the fuck? God damn.
There was always those kids that would like take the week off
Those fucking assholes.
before the week off.
Little
You know what I
assholes.
mean?
What the fuck?
And the teachers would like, I don't know if maybe it was different for you guys, but like the teachers would like give them homework to go with because they knew they were leaving. I'm like, did any of those kids ever do that homework? Like,
Probably
there's
not,
no
no.
chance. There's no chance. Even like the smart kids that were like, you know, that did their work, like their parents weren't going to make them do that homework.
Right.
We're going on vacation to go on vacation.
I was just thinking of a question to ask you, but I don't like. It's not that I can't ask it. 'Cause I will ask it, but I just don't know if it's gonna equate to your situation because you went to private school your whole life, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like I didn't. So I only went for the 4 years. You never went at all, right? No.
Okay, so a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, right.
Half
so
and half.
half, none,
Full.
So like, I think personally it was the best choice for me to go to St. Francis or go to the private school and get out of the school I was coming from with certain people I was hanging around and shit like that.
Sure. Well, you're a Lakeshore guy?
Lakeshore.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah. So do you think like I don't even know if it's gonna relate, but like, do you think it was a good choice for you? But I don't even know how that's gonna relate to you. You know?
Okay, no, yeah, I do because I'm this fucked going to private school the whole time. If I had any like public school influence at any point in my life,
Fucking rough.
bad news. I may not have made it to Franny's. Like I may not have even gotten to the point where I could have went there. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, like Lakeshore Frontier. Like, there's
Oh my god.
there's
there's some cats, man. No, I don't want to name drop it. I would love if like you couldn't get in trouble for talking about shit because him and I would talk for fucking hours here about certain people and certain things that used to happen.
I'll bring this up because it's wholesome and I like the dude. I saw Mr. Kiefer the other day.
Kiefer's the bald guy history.
Yeah,
Junior year.
that's all you know him as is the bald
I
guy.
don't
Like
really
yes, he
remember
is bald.
much.
You're
He
correct.
was bald. He was awesome though. He
Dude,
did the
was
water
great.
bottle stint.
So
and
I
everything.
performed at the Music is Art Festival 2 weekends ago at Riverworks.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What time did you perform at?
6, like main stage Riverworks.
Oh, I saw you there. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
told
how
me.
this happened actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So stop drinking.
Yeah, so
dude.
yeah, dude, it's fucking rough. It's fucking drunk
But no,
there too.
I saw Kiefer and like he was just like in what I would assume is like an old Grateful Dead T-shirt that was
course he
that
was.
was faded. I couldn't read but no, he looked good. And I was just waiting in line to go to the bathroom or something. And I saw him and like it clicked in my head that I knew him, and I was like already saying hi before I even realized who the fuck was in front of me, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I haven't seen any Franny's teachers outside of like one or two, like since graduation, you know? So like seeing him out in the wild like that in his element, like he was just loving it. He's like, dude, I just saw you fucking rip the stage, blah, blah, blah. Like he's a music guy. And you weren't in the class or anything, but Mr. Kiefer and I actually rap battled my junior year of high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. He got cooked, but I mean, it is what it is. But, but the funny thing is with, Justin Anderson. Justin Anderson was like fake rapping, just being nonsense, and Kiefer was like, "You trying to battle?" to him, or just because he knew like maybe Justin wouldn't or whatever. He was just being a dick, you know. And I kind of like subbed in. I was like, "I will." Like, what are we doing here? And it was just like a real quick back and forth. But he brought that up when I saw him, and he was like, you came a long way from that rap battle in the hallway, man." Because I was just like, I was on stage with like an actual band, like live instruments and everything. So it's like a whole different than what he knows me. Like he knows I make music. I don't know if he's kept up or whatever the hell, but he knows that I've been doing it. And then he saw that, and he was just like, "Holy shit, like, that's awesome. Like, I'm glad I made it here." And him and I, we talked for like 20 minutes.
Did you really?
And this is like surrounded by people, like I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend or his mistress. I'm not trying to get you in trouble, Keith, but like he was like there was a woman there waiting on him to be done talking to me, and he was like, "I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you." But no, Keith's a great dude. He's a great dude.
You keep up with anyone still?
Teacher-wise? A lot of them, technically. I mean, like, so many.
Really?
Like, just,
I don't need names. I mean,
like a lot.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, in one way or another. Like, I mean, like Cal works at Rats, so like, I
I've
see
seen
him all the
a few
time.
times,
Like Pat Roberts, Corey Smith. Like, just it's like, you know, what's up, guys? But like, you know what I mean? They're not. If you watch this, that's what's up.
Honestly, good for you.
Yeah.
Like if you're keeping, we did this last time too, and no one fucking did it, dude.
What?
The fucking giveaway. We're trying desperately to give away $100 here.
What are we doing?
Desperately. All they got to do.
I'll do a quick.
Is just watch to this point.
If they watch to this point, we'll give them $100, but they got to comment on YouTube.
Just comment something.
Just say, "I watched to this point." That's all you got.
And then you that's all you do. And then like you DM the Botchpod or something. Just do it.
So if you watch to this point, just comment, DM, $100.
If you're the first person to do it, $100 right in your Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, whatever you got. No one does it.
Sack of quarters, however you want it.
Nobody does it. We've actually thrown that out so many times.
We always do it at the end of the episode.
And we get views, but like we don't have a great watch through rate. Like people don't watch all the way to the end.
It's tough.
You know,
That's
we
tough.
did it. We tried doing it in the first little bit. We haven't done it in a while.
Well, dude, you guys do what, like hour episodes?
Yeah, around.
I'm sure some leak over, some are shorter, but whatever. Dude, I'll put out, because I can see the analytics on like my TikTok or whatever the hell I post on Facebook, whatever. Like, I'll post like a 40-second TikTok of me just like spitting something quick, and like people can't make it to the end of that, but they'll like it, they'll comment like, "Oh, this is great." I'm like, and like, so those are like the actual fans that are enjoying it, and they don't even make it to the end of the 40-second clip. So like for y'all to make it through an hour, like I'm on this episode and I'm not gonna make it through the hour. You know what I mean?
It's rough, bro.
It's a different demo for podcasts because we're the same way. Like we have, you know, our clips are.
The clips do better than the videos.
10,
easily.
Maybe 60 seconds. Like we
always try to cut them short,
but we always try to keep it short. You know what I mean? As short as possible on TikTok and
that's
Reels
the
and stuff.
Society's attention span, whatever.
So
like people would rather
2 seconds?
people would rather watch 10 6-second clips than one 60-second clip.
Yeah.
Same amount of content, same amount of time of their day going towards something, but
people just swipe, man. It's crazy.
Pillar content. This is why we do it, you know. You get an hour worth of content, and then you just break it down. Clips.
Eventually, it feeds, trickles down.
A shit ton.
I should know this because I've been like trying to learn what I can. Like, do you guys try to do like one episode a week? Is that what you guys are?
We do one episode a week. I think we've only missed since we first started. When did we start? 2021 at the end?
Yeah.
the beginning of 2022.
The very beginning.
Very beginning. I think it was like January, our first episode.
Yeah.
And we've only missed 5 weeks. Maybe I'm even stretching 4.
That's not bad. I mean, beginning of 2022, we're getting toward the end of 23, 52 weeks in a year, 104 and 2.
This is episode 70.
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing. It's like no one like we say this all the time, but no one understands how much goes into any of this. And
Because they just
the
see
whole
us
process.
literally having a conversation,
Yeah.
and they're like, "I could do that."
There's-
And like, yes,
I
you
thought
could.
I could do it
You
pretty
could
easily.
have a conversation. That's right. You do it every single day. But like, can you production quality?
It's
Can you do it? Can you
brutal.
make sure it's out on time?
A lot of people try.
Get guests.
And then we also have the inside joke that so many people we have a shared note on our phones that like is like failed podcast in like Buffalo that start.
That's amazing.
And it's like, but like, it's like cool because it's like you see people like come up with like maybe 5, 6 episodes. I don't even know if they get that far.
No.
I think the average is like 3 episodes.
3.
That sounds right.
Like in podcasts in the whole
if you
world.
make it to 5, 6, like you might ease into. You might have found your niche. You know.
And I'm not even into podcasting. Like I hate the word, to be honest with you. Like what the fuck is a podcast? I hate saying it. Podcast. I hate it. But like this is just cool to do this shit. I don't know.
I would say main goal is clips.
Clips, yeah. Always clips. I wanted to talk to you about that too. You have your TikTok and I see you do stuff on that. I mean, like is there like how many followers do you have on TikTok?
The followers isn't anything impressive, like by any means.
No, yeah.
I get a good bit of views and like likes on it. Like
You do have a decent amount of views on yours because
it's weird. Like I tend to latch onto the For You page a lot, like frequently. Like I don't know the formulas behind all. Like to a certain degree, I do. Like
They're constantly
hashtag
changing.
FYP whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'll play the game to a certain degree, but like if you see it, you see
constantly
it.
changes.
You see it, you see it. But no, like it mathematically makes sense. Like I probably have like less than 300 followers on TikTok, but like the last like little clip I posted had like 7,000, 8,000 views or something like
Yeah.
that, like 1,000 likes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's the algorithm is janky, you know.
Right.
But if you end up on the For You page, and it's weird, dude. I don't understand it because like when I post it, like it'll get its initial first, like my followers will see it and it'll get like a bunch of likes, like replays, views, whatever, and then the next day it'll end up on the For You page, usually, hopefully. And then there's like a little bit of a blank slate. And then I've had videos like while one, like my most recent one, like while that one's still popping off or whatever the hell you want to use terminology wise, like I'll have a video like 4 videos ago and someone will be like, oh, I saw this on my For You page. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like that's like old news at this point. I just posted, but it's cool because it keeps everything relatively not even, but like instead of just the one getting top heavy, it kind of like sprinkles out throughout all the videos.
It's weird. How often do you upload?
Not as much as I would like to.
Now, is that like just like you don't have enough time, or is it just like I'm not trying to
No.
either be, or is it just like laziness? Because I know, my God, I have that. Like, a lot.
It's both. Like this summer, there were a few times where I was like, I need to post something, but like I'm at Rats 6 days a week, bartending until 3 a.m. So it's
tough.
I'm not gonna do that. And then my one day off, I'm asleep the whole time.
Right.
So it's a little bit of both. It's laziness mostly. I could find time if I really, really needed to, but I'm like a delusional perfectionist. So like I know how I want it to look and sound, and if I know that prior to even starting that it's not going to be that quality, I just won't do it.
I get it. No, I do.
Which in certain realms it helps me, because then once I do have something out, it is more or less how I pictured it, how I wanted it, but that doesn't mean things are always getting out when I want them to.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get it. For sure. No, I 100% get it. Is there any like you got like a album in the works, projects in the works?
I do. I guess I'm calling it Distorted Courage. I'm not sure what it means, but I like it.
It's got that.
Distorted courage.
It's got that vibe to it. Just like
Yeah.
it's like a what the fuck
different.
does that mean? But
Well, exactly, because I like in a weird. I haven't really delved too far into the actual meaning behind it, but it stuck with me, and I think that's enough because I feel like hip hop is a lot of distorted courage. Like even the bigger guy, like a lot of rap when you're mid-verse, mid-song, it's, puffing out your chest, talking some shit, which I do all the time. But like me as a person, that's not who I am at all. It's not that I'm acting to be this other person, but that's just like kind of how the genre is. Like you gotta like, rep your set or whatever the hell. But it's just distorted courage. Like you are courageous enough to put it out there. You're confident enough in yourself that you're sounding good. But it's not necessarily you kind of adapting to the genre that you're portraying. Whatever you're trying to get out. Distorted courage.
I like that. Yeah,
that's sick. I would see. I took it as like.
That's even that. Like I like that it can be taken different ways too. So that's kind of why I ran with it, because I didn't even know what it meant when I thought of it. I'm like, I wonder what other people will think it means.
No, it's fucking sick, because like I took it as like you have the courage to put shit out, but like other people think like, oh, you're delusional for fucking putting that out or whatever.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like they think it's distorted courage, but like you're like, yeah, fuck it, it's distorted courage. I'm putting it the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's sick.
Do you think you have like a release date on it, or you're still in the works?
I won't do that to myself. Like if I really, really wanted to, I could have it out in like a month, realistically. Right. But like I said, what did I say? The first delusional perfectionist. What are these double on top? Keep doing it. I don't know what the. I gotta get some sleep. But no, I could have it out in like a month. Would it be how I wanted? Maybe, but most likely no. So like shoot for the end of the year, maybe, or I could just wait until early 2024 drop. There's a song or two on there that are technically more like summer bangers. There's one specifically. It's called the Beach. It's just talking about waking up on a beach. I mean, you don't know how you got there. Like that's literally the whole hook. I think. Like it's just like, what the fuck? Like, where am I? But it's just like real good vibes, real light. It's a lot different than like a lot of my other stuff. Rhyme schemes and all that is still similar. Like the bars are there, everything like that. But just the overall vibe of it, like you could just like kind of vibe out to it. Cool. Yeah, so with that being said, like I might want to wait longer until
right. Yeah, I get that.
And people are more inclined to listen to any music in general, like when it's nicer out, when it's summer. Like 100%. People are on their sad boy hours in the winter. You're more depressed. They don't want to hear me talking about the sunshine and shit. Yeah. So
unfortunately, we're in Buffalo.
That's what I mean. If we were somewhere warmer, the album would probably be out already.
Any shows or anything?
See, I just did the music is art. I had something lined up. I was gonna do this Halloween show. I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear back on that one. We're gonna do. My brother and I. We're going to like rent out a venue and throw like, not a private party by any means, but like host our own situation at a couple different venues. Ideally. One of my favorite venues that I've been at least locally, was Showplace Theater by Buff State. Yeah. It's a rough area, but like the venue itself is great.
It is a nice venue, yeah.
Some of our bigger shows were there, and got a good rapport with the owner. He's a nutcase in the best way possible. I don't know what I did to make him think that I loved Red Bull. But every time I see him, he's like, fucking, let's get some Red Bull, dude. I'm like, yo, I'm so in on how hype you are every time you see me about this Red Bull. But I don't recall the origin of, like, maybe I got a vodka Red Bull the first time we met and he just stuck with it. Or
so I'm loving it. Let's get the Red Bull.
I genuinely don't know what it was. I just don't have the heart to tell him, because every time I see him, with it. That's what we, like, he happened to be at, when I opened for Riff Raff, the owner of Showplace happened to be at that show. And I didn't know that. And then like I'm on stage, like in between songs, like songs about to start, and this random girl, beautiful girl by the way, gave me a Red Bull. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are you like, what is this? And then she just like pointed deep into the crowd, and I see like the owner of Showplace just like fucking like just fucking getting it. I'm like, sick. Like that's amazing. Like I don't know if I would have accepted it if it was from someone else, but because it was him and he's so hype about it, I'm like, yes, I did need it. I had said to the crowd, I'm like, hey, can someone grab me a drink, like just a water bottle or a shot or just any liquid to like deal with this situation? And a Red Bull showed up from a girl I didn't know. I'm like, what is this? Like, if you're hitting on me, you wouldn't be leading with a Red Bull. You'd be.
She has no game though. How do you know?
I was there with my girlfriend at the time too, so I gotta be careful. I didn't think she was good looking at the time. I swear. Shit. But no, that was a fun show, and I got a Red Bull from that guy. But
Cool. All right. Well, shit. Yeah. Shout
out
out
Showplace.
Showplace is a nice venue.
It is.
That's nice. I think that's where you went to the table.
Yo, that dude has have you seen Knight Rider?
I know what it is.
Older
yeah.
movie, but like Kit, the
Kit,
carve,
yeah.
he has that.
Really?
Like the whole like
The old Camaro.
I would pull it up
Whatever
if
it
I
is.
had like it's like intricate as shit. Like all the dials inside,
Yeah,
like
the
it's
lights
like,
and
dude,
fucking going back and forth.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know Showplace was reeling in money like
Yeah,
that,
shit, I
but
guess
he
they're-
straight up has Kit. Like
Shit.
He's probably got other shit going on.
He's
too.
probably got a couple things.
love that dude.
Shit. Anything else you want to shout out, talk about?
Anything else you want to plug? We'll tag your Instagram.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, in the
Linktree
description.
and all that. Name is Donny Alberts. Just type that in on whatever you listen to music on. And
You'll find him.
You'll find me. Cover arts are usually me in some distressed state. My first album, cover art, my face is melting. The second one, I'm coming out of an egg and I'm a little embryo. My third one, I'm like hanging upside down from a tree and my leg is broken. So, just look for the dude with like curly-ish hair who's like just not having a good time. And that's
That
just
sounds like me tonight. Honestly, I'm gonna say that.
Oh, that's what you're
Melting
getting into?
face, broken leg, all of that is gonna happen.
That's what
tonight
you're
to
getting
me.
into? You're going to be walking down 400 by yourself?
Yep. 400. Yes, that's where I'm walking.
I'm pulling it up just so you can see what I'm talking about.
Down the 400. It's like a throughway. You're going to be walking with one shoe on by yourself?
thought
That's
you
where you're going to wake up?
I thought you meant like two 500.
Shut up. You know,
Just go shut up.
I know what you meant. I know what you thought I meant, but like the 400 is like a throughway. Remember when you were walking with one shoe and you got caught by the cops and you
Yeah,
woke
I was
up?
hitchhiking.
I was gonna
Yeah,
shut.
I've been there before.
That was the first one.
Okay.
I love the
Looks
yoked
like
one.
me.
Oh, this was it's like blur. I'm just on Google. This was the most recent one. And then
that's sick.
the crowd favorite. Well, I made merch for most
I love
of these.
it. I love
and
this one. This one's my
dude,
favorite.
This one is just
That was my favorite. It's just so awesome. It's like kind of like a Nirvana type thing,
Right.
And then you also got
yeah.
like, but it's so different at the same time. It's awesome.
it's just me coming out of it. How that I told this story the last time I was on a podcast. I got to stop repeating myself. But how that happened was it was actually Frigid. The comic book dude who I rapped with at the time. He like was doing cover arts for people. I hit him up and he's like, "Well, like, what's the name of the album?" And I didn't have one yet. I'm like, "I'm kind of still working on it." He's like, "Well, it's like real simple question." He goes, "Well, how does the album make you feel?" Like real deep like that.
Damn.
I'm like,
What'd you say?
I was like, I don't know, like I'm fucking yoked, dude. And I never say that word. I don't know why that came out of I still don't, like I haven't said it since organically. I don't know, but I'm like, yoked. He's like, well, there you go. And we spelled it wrong on purpose, and then he drew me coming out of an egg as a baby.
Fucking, that's honestly a great origin story.
100%. Because it literally, like, we were just like texting back and forth, like 2 a.m. How's the album make you feel? I'm just fucking yoked, dude. I don't
man.
know.
I'm excited.
Which is funny because the next album after that is called Exhausted, which is also how I felt. I didn't mean to do that, but that album was such a pain in the ass. One of the songs is even called Exhausting because it's just like no hook, like 90 straight bars of just me, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I, like, when writing it, I was like, fuck, I have to do this live at some point, which I think about all the time when I'm writing. Well, you have to, because I don't,
that's gonna
like,
be
back to
tough.
the backing track thing,
Yeah.
I don't use anything. It's just the beat. It's just the instrumental.
So if you miss, you know? Yeah.
And if I know, like, there's currently, I mean, outside of like a song that's old as fuck that I haven't heard in a while, like there's no song that I have out at the moment or even not unreleased that I can't do live, like at the drop of a hat. And I think that's like of all the shit that I've done or can do music wise, like that's probably what I'm most proud of.
That's
like,
fucking solid.
because like by the time I like my writing process wise, like by the time it's like it's fully written, I've gone it over it 1,800 times because like adding a line, and then by the time I'm recording it, that still like people will. And there's no shade to this. Like if you bring your notes or your paper into the studio to record, like totally fine. Like, but at the same time, you can hear that. You can hear when someone's reading. If you're good enough at what you do, you can obviously mask that. Like, you just need it to know what line's coming next. You're not actually reading it. That's a different story. But like, I have like a firm, like, if I'm at the studio, there's nothing with me. I should know it enough. Not enough. I should have it perfected if I'm already at the studio, because that's on my dime at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying to be there. It's not like, sure, it's a hangout, it's a good time, but like, I'm there to work.
You gotta make the most of it. Yeah.
So like, if I'm paying for 2 hours, I'm trying to squeeze in as many things as I can into those 2 hours, like, without rushing perfection or whatever you want to say. But that was can't do that.
Let me take a piss quick, and then you load it up. We got to get you to freestyle quick.
Okay.
So
do it. Let's give it a go. You know what I mean? Yo, thank you fellas for having me. It's been a great time. Let's have some fun.
Classy.
Yeah. Said your whole entire verse is how I go and clear my throat. And if you think your flow is gross, then we could put it to a vote. See, that vote would be unanimous. You really couldn't manage this. I'll overdose on cannabis and still remain the champion. If I'm talking shade, it's to nobody in particular. See, all my angles looking right, guess I'm perpendicular. But 90 degrees is my flow that's getting started. I add kindling and oxygen. I'll always be regarded as the one that spits the fire, the one that lifts you higher. See me pulling all them strings, I'm not hanging from a wire, man. They was talking shit, but now they kinda wanna backtrack. If you want a feature, I'm not asking for your cash app. Way I'm getting paid is by having a better verse than you. Don't worry about the copyright, not taking any words from you. Throwing out a tip jar to monetize my poetry. Tips are filling up, so I just bag them up like groceries. Produce the juice like ovaries. I'm hoping that there's no police. I'm hoping they don't notice me. I'm floating till I'm overseas. Rappers haven't been to war. They stay saying some metaphors to make you think you haven't heard the lines that they have said before. About to wrap it up while I'm rambling on this podcast. About to quote my bruh, cause I gotta talk to God fast. If you get that reverence, you a real day one. Get your fucking mindset. Demonstration. Got fire from the bowling alley for fucking the shoes. Oh, wait, you're still listening. I thought you hit snooze. I'm not ever gonna stop until I'm hearing some booze. But that's never gonna happen unless the people confused. It's like that.